So are all of us around the world, in our country, just supposed to lay down and die at the expense of a fucking virus that is not a pandemic by any means? If you don't realize yet that you are being lied to about the numbers, about how you're catching it, about all of this, you need to seriously research and research now, because the complicity that is going on is really scary. So basically what whomever is in charge here, all they have to say is, you must stay in your house, you can't do this, you can't do that. All of your rights are taken away from you. And everybody's complicit. Everybody's like, okay, well, what should we do next? Should we open our windows and jump out so we don't catch the virus? Because we'll do that. So at what point do we say, we need to fucking stand up together and take charge of this whole thing? Our lives are being ruined right before us. And we're all just complicit and in agreement to it. I don't think I'll ever see another event like this in my life. I can only hope that I don't. But the fact that we are also complicit is very scary. The fact that people are afraid to be near other human beings is I don't even actually have a word to describe that. You go into the food store and everybody is looking around at each other and moving away from each other. So because our government tells us this boogeyman out there is going to get you if you are close to another human being, that we all go along with this. So then when our government also tells us that this boogeyman is gone, then we can go back to our normal lives. We could sit next to people. We could shake hands. We can hug. What kind of sheep shit is this that we are all allowing to happen? I'm not saying people don't get sick from this or are not getting sick from this. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, where the fuck are all of you when people by the hundreds of thousands are dying per flu season? Do you walk out of your house with a mask wrapped around your face? Do you walk around your house, out of your house, fearing for your life? Does the government care about you then when you're dying of a flu that comes around every single year? Do they care? No. Do they care when millions of people annually die from cancer, heart disease, obesity? If they gave a shit, half of those things that are in our food that are what's making most of us sick wouldn't be allowed. They would be banned like other countries. Half of the ingredients that are in our food, they're in our food supply, are banned in other countries. So if our government actually gave a shit to save lives, it would start with the food that we eat every single day. Tell me that I'm wrong, because I'm not. If they gave a shit, would you have all these crazy chemicals in Roundup? How many people got cancer because of Roundup? They're being sued by the billions. How many people get sick from powder, baby powder, Johnson & Johnson? They've been sued. I don't know how many times. All these things that are around us every single day, our soaps, our lotions, our skincare products, the clothing that we wear, everything that is surrounding us is making us sick and slowly poisoning us to death. So what makes you think that now all of a sudden they care about a virus that kills 1 in every 1,000 people? What makes you think that all of a sudden they care? And that this isn't about something way bigger than a virus? Our whole economy is shot to shit right now. People are losing their businesses that they worked their entire lives for, and they'll never recover from it. We can't even believe whatever the death toll is. We don't even know, because they're lying to us and they're falsifying death records, death certificates. So we don't even know how many people are really dying from this. But it does not warrant shutting down the entire world. So at what point do we say, we're not doing this anymore? At what point? When you watch your mother, your father, your sister, your cousin kill themselves because they can't make ends meet anymore. At what point do we stand up and say, this is fucking crazy, these numbers are not adding up for all this to happen? At what point does that happen? Because this is beyond anything we will ever see in our lifetime again. And The fact that it was so easy for the government to say, we're going to get everybody to stay inside. Let's see what happens. Let's tell them about this boogeyman and see what happens. Surely enough, roads are empty. Surely enough, people are not leaving their house. Surely enough, people are scared to death to visit their own family members. My own family members won't go see other family members because of this. The amount of depression, the amount of suicide, that the suicide rate is going to go up. What's going to happen when there is civil unrest, when people finally say, we're not doing this shit anymore. We are going back to our lives. And the fact that we are all just complying to everything that's going on just goes to show the government, like, we can do whatever the fuck we want. And they're not even going to rebel. So they want to extend this. Oh, well, just to the end of April. Then it's going to be middle May. Then it's going to be, oh, we have to go to mid-June. Then it's going to be the whole summer. And then what? We just sit in here and rot away? Is that what we do? Is that who we are? People that don't fight back? They're rolling out tanks in some of these major cities. What then? You're telling me that they're rolling out tanks so that they can give us food? Like, we're basically receiving welfare checks from the government. And they're telling us how we can live. You can have this amount of money so that you're not going to be able to pay your bills, but so maybe you can survive at that. You have to wait in line outside of a fucking food store to go in because of this boogeyman virus that's going to get everybody. We need to wake up, and we need to wake up now. We can't wait another 3 weeks. We can't wait another 2 months because people don't have that kind of time. People mentally don't have that kind of time. So if this word needs to get shared, share it. Share it because other people need to hear it. Because we're too complicit and we follow whatever the mainstream media tells us, and they are the enemy of the people. And that is the end of the story. They're not on your side. They don't care about you. They never did. They never did. How much longer are we going to allow this to happen? All they talk about is the vaccine. Well, the vaccine is going to help so many people. What? Are you kidding me? A vaccine? My immune system will fight it off just fine. Thank you.